Okay, so we're back to this today. Sorry, I didn't do anything yesterday, but we are back and we're officially going on with Vampyr or Vampyr. So we're going to continue off where we left off. I believe we finished taking down our sister, I think, and I think we should be able to. We should actually go play doctor to start off with. Just heal everybody that we can, find resources, and see what's happening. And after that, then we can see what other missions we can complete. Also see. I actually want to see what would happen if we were to eliminate certain characters that mess up the whole of the environment. So let's try that for this stream, and it is going to be a short stream, probably like 4 hours ish. So nothing too major, nothing too fancy. Yeah, about 4 hours, and we'll take it from there. So hope you guys enjoy and relax. Great hunt. So let's see what we're doing and how we're going to compete with this and what works and what doesn't. Oh, bugger. Stay. Okay. Let's see. So yeah, we probably have to see what skills we can test out with. So there's going to be some combat, but I'm mostly going to be trying to finish off as much as possible and get the entire or the whole, or all three sections or all three areas relatively stable again, so that they are healthy but cured in a sense. Let's start off with what we can make. Quite a bit, it seems. That's for me. Okay. Get everything as best as we can. That. Well, not really much. Can't really get a lot, so we just need to craft what we can. 4, 2, 3. Let's make it. See if we can make another one of these. Okay, so that's the lowest one is 3. No, 1. Sorry. Can we get this one? One of those. Those. Can't make that. Can't make that. Can make that. Definitely as much as we can from. So we still need some sodium there. Okay, for ourselves we can't really do much of anything except the lower end ones, but still they will do. 2. Can't make any of those. Can't make that. Can't make that. That's a waste. Okay, nothing to analyze. We have this watch we can break down into components, but is it necessary? We need good trigger parts for that. Handle parts, or good handle parts to get that even better. And that would mean that this does increase blood absorption and then another point into damage. So that would increase it. So what is this? Yeah, we need a lot of trigger parts to be able to take us to the next phase. Tiny good handle parts. Okay, so there's a lot of cash that we're going to spend, but we don't have any, so we need to make. Means salvaging what we can. Talk to Lady Ashbury. So we're going to ignore that and actually go into our journal if I can remember the keys. Let's go M, yes. That always works. Okay. Headache. So we need to cure her of a headache, and 2 headaches that we need to cure. These 2, we've solved these 2 into the backyard garden, so we can do that here, and we need to reassure Thelma Harcroft of the spies. Okay. So I think we can start with Miss Harcroft. I think, yeah. She would be the closest, and then we could go into the back garden and see what is lying at the back. Let's see who's away. Healthy. Okay, so that's still a little bit of a mystery. Mr. Tom. Ooh, loot. Let's see. Codeine. Okay, cool. More supplies. Always helpful. That would come in handy. Okay. I'm sure we all know those rules. Not coughing in public, wearing a mask, all of their shenanigans. Well, not shenanigans. It's regulation.
Good evening, Miss Harcroft. How are you tonight?
There we go.
Blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Tell me, Thelma, what do you really know about vampires?
I saw one and he saw me. I watched him hunt and kill. I saw his terrible wounds heal as his victim died.
There we go.
And then I knew I was saved.
You mean you actually saw a vampire? Here in London?
Yes, and it has been the answer to my pain. I must drink and kill to regenerate my decaying body. I am a vampire too.
You have no idea what problems your claim could cause if heard by the wrong people, Miss Harcroft. You must stop this nonsense now.
Why fear the truth? Strange things live in the dark, Dr. Reed. Strange and ancient beings that were here before this island even had a name.
True. It's true. Elwood.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much. He's the only mortal I find interesting.
Not for long.
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else? I'm not that cruel, Doctor.
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
Glad we can
No.
use 2 things here.
No, Thomas is a delicate soul. Even though he disguises it. But I am not the woman he needs. No, for I am a vampire, Doctor.
So we've got everything. Let's see. Phoenix Tooth. Okay, so we can take her. She does need treatment for a headache.
I have made inquiries about the men who were tracking you, Miss Harcroft.
I did not expect a mortal to have this sort of courage. Speak, Doctor. Why are they hunting me down?
There is no hunt, and nobody is searching for you. You're no threat to this hospital, and you have my word you are perfectly safe here.
Your lies demean you, Doctor. Do you really expect me to lower my guard? I know exactly who I am, and what I am dealing with.
Hey! Succeeded. Finally.
Do you require my...
My condition cannot...
Yep.
Well, until the day science finally admits failure, please accept this little contract.
Thank you, Doctor.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark,
There we go.
to your nocturnal activities.
Okay, so he's fine.
Damn. The pain.
Am I even finished with you?
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Doc.
Okay, life in London.
Why do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
What
Tell
really
me
happened?
what really happened then.
I went with a whore in Rouen. Dead drunk I was. The hotel was a shithole. There was a fire that night.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to avoid going back to the front? That's not uncommon, you know.
No. It's just that I was asleep when the flames reached the room. The girl was long gone. Bitch never woke me up. Left me to burn.
Why the lie?
Why lie about it?
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans, and it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
Beauty is not everything, Mr. Elwood.
Says Mr. Pretty Face.
Hint failed. Dang!
Why lie?
Come on.
Beauty is...
Says Mr.
Dang, so I failed that. Level 1, so I can't take him. Personal question. Hint required.
Goodbye for now, Mr.
Disgust on every street corner.
Okay, so let's
Daily
see the... Okay, so that's succeeded. Okay, but let's see who else needs it. Fatigue, again. She's recovering. Headache. These two have a connection. Because they are together, I assume. Just need to find the connection. Oswald and Newt and Blood. I can gain a lot of experience. This is still a mystery for me. These three work hand in hand. Okay. Nothing really here. These are missing. So they've probably been turned. He can actually go because I don't think he's connected to anyone. And we hear the sickness is brewing. Fatigue, 1, 2, cold, 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 3, 2 fatigues, 4 colds, anemia. Hey, quite a serious case there. Let's solve this here first. And see where is who and who is where. Covering.
I have wasted too much energy for so little result.
So do you know that
Disguised as a hospital.
Ew, disgust.
that she actually went downtown, somewhere else? Let's see, there's no. Yes, there's one. Come on, closer.
It's locked, all right.
You sure?
Words to calm the children, Helen.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick.
I'm okay.
Enough of there. Okay, no hints there.
How painful is your throat?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I'm...
Fatigue.
You are not a
And you have my...
Cool.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
My boy.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. What a blundering idiot.
Okay, so he's still healthy. Go.
Good evening, Dr.
And good evening to you,
Quests or questions? Anything?
Tell me, Thoreau, what's the real cause of your dislike for Dr. Ackroyd?
He refuses to admit that your blood transfusion technique is the only way to save Mr. Fiddick. I'm convinced we must use it.
What Dr. Ackroyd really said is that you lack the skill to perform this operation efficiently. Is there anything you have to say about this?
It's a false conceit. Dr. Ackroyd secretly envies your reputation. His jealousy blinds him. I'm not the real target here.
About the
What can you
hospital,
tell
yeah.
me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time. Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed.
Well, that we
From
know
my own
already.
experiments, I'm convinced it's the future.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
Seems like there's a couple of dropped frames here and there. As I'm looking at the video encoder.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone
But I
eager to
don't
learn.
think it should be a problem.
I'll be glad to help you if I can.
I don't think
This
so.
epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Could be.
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Do you need my...
I would have been confused if anyone other than you.
There is no shame.
Many doctors I have known are too cynical.
Ja? Alsjeblieft.
Tell me
See.
more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father. Ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
This
Okay.
personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Okay, so we've exhausted all of our options currently, except 2 hints. We can probably get that
Goodbye,
from this oak here, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening,
Good evening, Doctor.
We've asked life in London. Okay.
Tell me about yourself, Mr.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more
I'm a carpenter, and
Okay.
a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Tell me about your injury,
Okay.
Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
Oh.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army, building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
I call them bleeders.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
Hola, señor. ¿Cómo estás? Ah, Dankie, hey, hey. Dankie baie. Ooh, lunch. Oh wow, dinner. Dankie.
Goodbye for now, Mr.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me, what a blundering idiot.
Covering, healthy.
So tired. Will this shift never end? I will not let you down, my boy. My sweet girl.
Okay, Dr. Tippets. Get blood from cure him of a headache. He usually works out in the front. There we go, found him.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed.
Need more hints and...
Do you need any medical...
Yes,
I have no doubt about it, but you are still ill all the same.
I appreciate your concern, Dr. Reed. To be honest, I just did not take the time to diagnose myself.
Cool. I can mesmerize him. I could become a savage. Need more info. The thing is, I need to take out an entire social circle to ensure that it remains anonymous. Okay, so I need to go there, but I don't want to. Missing ingredients, okay. Let's track that one. I can only track one. Okay, let's track the midnight. Where is this going to send me? That's Lady Ashbury. I need to go to here, into the back garden. So go to the head. Okay. Just waiting for the loading screen to appear. Here we go. Let's see what is behind here. Enough skulls. It's not really. Not really too much of an issue. It is just to clear out all the skulls here. Should be easy enough. So I shouldn't become complacent with the enemy, because it is still a bit of a way. I actually tried some of the abilities that I have. 4 is the spear. But it costs 25. Oh, you know what, let's not waste blood on it. 2. Well, that was easy enough. Anything else? Okay.
So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well.
Oh, indeed they have. Lead stick. Anything else that I missed? Hey, more ingredients. Not too bad. Okay, so that door is definitely closed. Seen that poster quite a few times. Still remains the same. Still a whole lot of dropped frames. CPU, is it my GPU that's being eaten? Oh, all the same. Let's address Senor Shotgun.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Indeed.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet, with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway, to remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
True.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
Admit it. Nurse Hawkins is more than your lover. She's also your partner in crime.
Of course she is. How else could I tell which bed is free? I need to know that.
Have you no shame?
Don't you see this city is crumbling down? Today people are ready to pay to
It's
get a
starting to
hospital
rain.
bed. Tomorrow we may be fighting for food.
What does
I'd
he
like
have?
to see your...
Wise choice, Dr. Reed.
Okay, so it's 40. Any parts? Well, shotgun shells. 3 each, that's 33. Rather save up for...
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Callaghan fellow.
I'm going to reveal all your secrets to me.
Good evening.
Good evening, Doctor.
Pippa, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes? Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
All makes sense.
Milton cheats patients out of their money at this hospital, Pippa. Are you his accomplice?
Yes, I am.
Is this your definition of being useful? By abusing the sick and poor?
No. It is my definition of getting out of this useless life once and for all.
Whose idea was it?
What difference does it make? We did it together, and I'm guilty as charged.
Answer my question.
It was my idea first.
Oh.
Even though Milton would say it was his, to protect me.
Why do you do it?
Why not? Most of the sick who paid for a bed are already dead, or will be soon. Don't you see the futility of all this?
In your position, I would suggest a more elaborate defense. Cynicism will not save you.
This isn't cynicism, it's realism. You still need me, Dr. Reed, and you know it.
True. Okay, so that's all we can do for the time being.
Goodbye, Nurse.
Okay. Everybody here is recovered. Missing ingredients. Reach the pharmacy. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, there's a lot. There's a hell of a lot. Especially in that area. Milton's done, that's done, that's done. Missing ingredients. Okay. Cult. I need to find that person first. Let's track that one. Okay, let's go to the head first. Let's finish off this area's quests as far as possible.
When I get back, I'll have a moment.
And loading screen right here. Out of the safe area into danger.
Look lively! It's on to us!
That's a bit tough. That's really quite tough. But it does show that everybody else is exceedingly more difficult.
Get them weapons ready!
It's locked.
All of you need killing!
Let's see. It's an ultimate kill. I do not want to waste that. Let's rather do the shadow. 3 is shadow. Wow. That's what we're called.
This one's mine! Die, beast! Put an end to your sleep! We have to stop it!
Health gained again. There we go. Silenced. Shillings. Way on the map. Okay, so it's just around the corner, so I am looking the opposite way. Let's go down there. Cool, just made it in time. So over on the other side. Fun. Let's go. The other side, yeah.
Best turn around if I were you.
Cool. Three, two, one. Well, there was some resources. I agree.
Opium is one of the main ingredients of Strickland's medication. Never a good move.
Oh no, I agree. Is there anything else that is lootable? Except the dustbins. Well, found screws, grease. Well, now it's a quick and easy way in and out of the docks, if I assume correctly. Yeah, it is. Getting into the area again. Not too bad. There's a couple of... Ooh! What is the fastest route? Do I want to take that on? No, I do not. I don't want to get into a fight right now.
Ain't safe here for a gentleman.
Oh, you've sighted one. That's good to hear. Try catching up to one. I think that's the bigger issue. It is the quickest way over to Pembroke. Let's test out the shotgun actually. That one isn't as great. Then the empty slot goes to the shotgun. Okay.
Not human. Kill it. The beast must die. I order you to step back. Bloody leech.
Good sign. But I do have enough blood. At least to support this. I don't have enough shotgun shells, so I need to buy shotgun shells as quickly as possible. I need to get more shillings. Up, there you go. Bugger. There goes my shotgun shells. Time to exchange you over to the damage by 25%, much better. Give you stick. I do hope that I went a correct way. Boy, this place is confusing. I somewhat did. Yeah, I did. It's one correct way of doing things. And now the other to solve this issue.
Glorious battalion of Pembroke.
Good evening, Doctor.
And good evening to you.
I located the shop, but it was vandalized, and the owner is missing. All I found was your order.
I was afraid of such bad news. People are so desperate they're ready to burgle a shop for drugs.
That's quite a list you ordered. Opium, sodium hypochlorite. It can't be just headaches you're trying to cure.
This dreadful influenza, of course. I already ran some tests on hopeless cases. Without success, I must admit.
Do you realize you could create a lethal poison without the correct dosage? Then there are the legal ramifications.
Is this not true of any medical substance, Dr. Reed? However, if you would agree to improve it, I'd be glad to accept your help.
As long as you promise to be scrupulous with your experiments. I may try to gather these substances, and even help improve upon the mixture.
That's all I'm asking for, Dr. Reed. That's all I'm asking.
I want to know about these secret tests you run, and if they can save people from this epidemic. Speak to me now, Thoreau.
I know I may sound presumptuous, but I'm just following your steps, Dr. Reed. I'm casting away the shadows of ignorance by daring to face them.
Self-confidence is essential in our line of work, my young colleague, but only if tempered with the correct amount of cynicism.
But you never doubt yourself, Dr. Reed. I've read all your articles and books. You performed the most daring research during the war.
You have my support.
You have my support,
Let's
Dr.
go with that
Strickland.
one.
I know exactly what it feels like to battle an unknown disease with only your mind and force of will to help you.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You don't know what that means to me.
Okay. So he's recovering, but I can get a well-rounded blood supply or upgrade supply from him.
Goodbye, Dr. I can't let Strickland put his patients at risk with opium. Perhaps an adjusted formula will deliver more of a placebo effect.
Okay, let's go finish this quest. There we go. Can I create anything that with what I have? No, I cannot. Can I improve upon anything? I could. Let's see. Some trigger parts. I have enough to upgrade Tiny. Okay, I have Tiny and good. This one needs what? Common. Cool, and now this is it's a whole lot of damage, but doesn't hit like a truck like that one. Do I upgrade the shotgun or do I upgrade the actual pistol? Oh, I don't have enough good trigger parts to upgrade that one, but I do have enough. I don't have enough of those. Offhand, I have enough to upgrade the tiny one, yes. That would stun the living bugger out of anybody. But it does take the stamina though. I do have 2 epic weapons. See if I can take apart something to get the ingredients that I need. Yes, and yes.
Strickland's project could be dangerous. I have a mind to report him to Dr. Ackroyd. Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Doc.
I have managed to improve the mixture by diluting it. Have you ever heard of Sir Joseph Francis Olive, or the placebo effect?
No, I don't think so. Why?
A placebo is a substance or procedure that has no actual physical effect.
You made a placebo of my project. Why?
Research has established that a placebo, as long as the subject believes in the effect, can provoke a positive physiological reaction.
Really? That's fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
And you want me to, what, administer the placebo and see what occurs?
Something like that, yes.
Well, I'm a bit surprised, but I trust you, Dr. Reed. Please take the key to my cabinet and put this placebo there for future use.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Okay.
I'm alright.
let you down, my boy.
Finish lesson 2. Okay, back.
So many deaths.
Okay, so that's at the top.
Still
Okay.
more coming.
Good evening, Mr.
Good evening, Doc.
First null, and then the final hint.
You seem worried about the safety.
I cannot give up on my children.
What about their mother?
She died in 1915 during one.
And that's everything. So, he is a good.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Sweet girl. Reads me like a book. I never could keep anything from her.
I think I'm going to uncover more than I bargained for. Yay!
It's locked, all right. At least Strickland can't kill anyone with this formula.
Yeah, boy!
It's locked. It's locked, all right.
Give me 2 seconds. Let me see what's happening. Okay. So I'm stopping the stream here. I'll continue afterwards for a bit. I'm just going to have a quick dinner, and then I'll be back. Unfortunately, we eat as a family, so yeah. See you in a sec.